I can call on Sabzwari Saab to please very briefly give us his views. Thank you.
नामदू नसली व नसल्लिम अला रसूलिल करीम औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम अम्मा बाद. Honorable Judge, distinguished guests, honorable ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I know I'm the last speaker and I can see some drowsy faces in the audience, but still I have to do a certain duty. It is indeed an honor to speak to you people about ADR. ADR, even for Pakistan, is not new a concept, but seriousness towards ADR, the primary components of which are negotiation, mediation, arbitration, that may be new because legislation, particularly for Islamabad, which has been referred to by some of the speakers, that is ADR Act 2017, and then the provinces have also passed certain legislation. But my experience and in my interaction with the lawyers, not with the public at large, because public is yet to be sensitized about the concept of ADR, but my interaction with the lawyers about ADR is there is certain resistance because the lawyers community think that once we opt for ADR, then the role of the lawyer would come to an end. But let me take you and let me give you an example from my student days. When I started and I was enrolled in my first year of LLB, there is a recommended reading by Charles Dickens. There is a novel by Charles Dickens, Bleak House. And in there is a hypothetical case, Jarndyce and Jarndyce. It's about the consequence of interminable litigation, which started 4 generations earlier. And after that, when the case is called from the cause list, from the court docket, even the reader does not know anything about it, that what does the case is about. So ADR is not gonna come and minimize the role of the lawyers. We have to adapt to this change with the developing world. We have to accept it. We have to start it. There will be issues, but those can be overcome. We have to welcome it with open heart, and anyone who has to be fearful must be from the judiciary, from whom many of the caseload or casework would be taken away if ADR becomes applicable in its true sense. So I have been advised to limit my speech for like 2 minutes. Just giving you a background, ADR was there prior to passing of this act in the form of arbitration. If you go through CPC, section 89 was there. Now 89A has been inserted. So in criminal matters, there is also ADR. Dispute resolution committees, DRCs, पुलिस वालों ने बनाई हैं, आप लोग देखते हैं कि petty crimes के लिए ना जाना पड़े, कोर्ट का recourse ना हो, litigation cost कम हो. But ये जो हमारा एक fear है कि when the ADR would become applicable and when ADR would be chosen by the parties, then the role of the lawyers would be minimized. I think that is wrong. We have to support ADR, and then it can take its own form. I rest my case and I plead with you that go for ADR, support it, and I hope that this would not be the last seminar about this, and this would be the first one in many to come, so we can not only sensitize the lawyers community, but also public at large. Because for the lawyers, it's beneficial. The fee would be there in any case. And for the litigants, it's also beneficial for the reason that their costs would be saved. Not about the fee, but because they would know how much time would be consumed once they go and they resort to ADR. And with that, I rest my case for today. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Sabzwari, thank you very much for your... Sir, I have no time for questions. Thank you very much. I'll continue. I'm going to ask for Justice Sardar Ijaz Isa Khan Sahab to give some closing remarks. Thank you. No, there will be no Q&A. We don't have time. Thank you.
आप मुझसे पूछ लीजिएगा in the break, right? Let us conclude. आपको मैं ब्रेक में बताता हूँ.